Welcome to Game 3 of the Cut versus Jiang Hu. What a series!
Yeah, this has been a really fun series. It's fun to see how Jiang Hu was able to pull it off in the first game. The Cut going back to kind of their bread and butter in the second game. And I want to point out immediately that Jiang Hu does not ban out the Nature's Prophet. So we'll see if they decide to either deny pick this or if the Cut's going to pick it up immediately.
They decide to go for Nyx again. Game 3. All three games they've had Nyx Assassin. Oh, they take Shaman again. I thought Shaman was a very good pick for the Cut. Vol did very well on it, able to obviously lock down the right heroes, and just the pushing potential and Roche potential just was powerful.
And I do like the Shadow Shaman against the Nyx Assassin in general as a way to kind of, if you hex the Nyx Assassin during Spike Carapace, obviously the Spike Carapace, isn't nearly as effective as long as nobody hits him, and then they can, wait it out while he's very slow, and then use the Shackles after that to lock him down. So.
Absolutely. It was interesting. So we doubted the Slark, but it didn't seem to matter that much which carry the Cut had at the end of the game.
No, I completely agree. That's kind of what we're talking about, right? If the Slark doesn't get to this like deep late game hero, if they just kind of go with it, go on their timings, yeah, I agree. It didn't really matter who they had that game. And they do decide they like the Invoker again.
I agree. Little Nick did a very good job on Invoker last game.
Prospect's Invoker just is so fast, right? It just comes online so fast without many items. Without, I guess, a ton of levels, it just comes online, so it fits their playstyle a lot. Jiang Hu picking the Undying again. They've liked to see kind of what this hero provides in terms of healing and vision for the team fights. So.
Dire team back.
I also think this hero Undying is a good lane dominator, and I think that Jiang Hu could have used some help in the lane last game for sure.
Yeah, they committed to the tri-lane, which got their troll a nice start. But we talked about it, but the Night Stalker was just so far behind. I hope they don't do anything like that, or if they do, that they have a backup plan for their offlaner, because obviously Night Stalker can't retreat back to the jungle very well at all. So he didn't really have a plan B.
Yeah, we do see the Enigma banned out again from the Cuts. Respect ban from that first game coming through again. Jiang Hu banning out a lot of carries. They ban out the Wraith King and then the Peel and the Terrorblade. So the Cut, on the other hand, banning out some mid heroes with the Puck, Void Spirit, and Templar Assassin.
Which we saw the Void Spirit be very well executed.
Yes, and I think that's just an NA hero.
Yeah.
Plays that hero very well.
Give it to him once, not again.
Yeah, so Jiang Hu, when they did pick up the Undying in the first game and the Nyx Assassin in the first game, and remember the first game is what they ended up winning. They also had the Void Spirit, which I think was a crucial component of that, and the PA. So just a reminder on that. I like to point that out when we have a similar draft from a team that won the game, right? So
yes.
See,
and on the other end, the Cut in their game or just their last game, had all three of these heroes.
All three of these heroes, exactly. Yeah. So it looks like he's kind of going back to and right now, Jiang Hu didn't ban any heroes from the previous game, so they seem to think that, maybe they can deal with this
draft. Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Remaining.
And Nature's Prophet is still in the pool. This is surprising to me. I would have thought it would have been picked up sooner.
Yeah, why do you think the Cut didn't want?
I'm not sure.
Nature's Prophet?
That's a great question. Because they did vary the pick order this time. They had Nature's Prophet in the second position. Maybe they wanted to prioritize the Invoker and the Tidehunter.
I just feel like Nature's Prophet was a crucial component to that pushing.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
And the lane too. so much of that. Remember, like Nature's Prophet took a lot of harassment.
Yeah.
For the Slark, allowed the Slark to kind of just get some last hits and was able to TP back. You know, give the Slark kind of whatever you wanted, even though it was an aggro tri-lane. So
It may be
interesting.
that they see the Witch Doctors open, and they see that Jiang Hu has already picked up both their supports, so they may just be prioritizing the Witch Doctor, and they're like, yeah, I guess we don't need it, which is interesting.
And
Radiant team
yeah,
pick.
Couldn't they
that's a good
also
point.
pick the Prophet now, though?
Yes, they could. So they put it on Pingu last time. There it is. So Pingu's signature hero is this Witch Doctor, and so because they
Oh.
played Nature's Prophet on Pingu last game, then their draft was going to look the exact same, but they prioritized the Maledict instead, which you know,
10
obviously
seconds
we
remaining.
have seen Pingu wreck with this hero. So
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Jiang Hu obviously goes for the OD, a meta-strong hero, but I do worry somewhat for their ability to once again take out this Tidehunter and stop the push. They do decide to pick their carry here. Interestingly enough,
Yeah,
they
very
go with the
interesting.
Juggernaut.
So
The
do you-
reason why I would typically pick my carry here is because the
10
cut
seconds
actually gets the
remaining.
last pick, so it's not like you're able to necessarily pick your
5
carry
seconds
after their carry.
remaining.
So the reason why you'd want to pick it here is to pick it before they can ban out more carries, right?
that makes sense. A better fit for the game. Do you think this OD is a mid or a 3?
Radiant team ban.
I think it's a 3.
Okay.
It could be a mid hero, but I kind of prefer it as not a mid hero right now. I don't think it does that much more as a mid than it does as like an off lane, for instance.
Dire team ban.
Zhang Yu decides that why not? We'll ban out the Slark. You know, we gave you
Yeah.
all your other heroes that you wanted from the previous game, but we'll not let you have the 5th one. And respectably, they're probably not going to play a Night Stalker this game, so I would assume that the Slark would be
10
more powerful this
seconds
game. Plus, it
remaining.
was, you know, Slark still went off last game.
He
so
did,
5
absolutely.
seconds remaining.
If I were Jiang Hu, I would ban out the Ursa at this point.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good ban.
There it is.
Wow, look at that.
Huh.
Good call.
Called the Witch Doctor, called the Ursa. I'm going to be able to call the game here. Second.
So, what offlaner would you be afraid of on the cut?
I'm not sure because I'm not sure what
10
what
seconds
carry they're
remaining.
wanting here. I think they wanted the Ursa, but now I
5
don't know what
seconds
you want
remaining.
here.
Yeah, I would ban out.
Well, and remember the
Probably-
OD could be the 3 here.
Commander last game against the Tidehunter in the same position, they banned out the Legion
Okay,
Commander.
that's a good point.
I'm curious to see if they do that again, as they seem to think that that's the good counter against the Tidehunter.
I would say that both these off-lane bans also could be mid bans. So the Timber and the Kunkka could be mid. So they might be banning some
Dire
mids if they
team
think
pick.
this is an OD. And again, there's a Bat, which also could play a 1 or a 3.
I think that's an interesting ban
I
for the
agree.
Bat Rider. I don't think the Bat Rider's exceptionally good this game. I'm curious,
Good against
especially
the Tidehunter, but it wouldn't
10
be laning
seconds
against the
remaining.
Tidehunter. And
Well,
actually,
unless they
Kraken
do
is
just,
good
like,
against him
play
too. So
5 seconds
did,
remaining.
yeah,
I think they just kind of probably didn't want to go up against like a super fast player style, like the Bat Rider has. So
I think they need some team fight. I think they need something. I think, man, it's hard, but I actually think I would do probably Mars here. Create some type of barrier and some initiation. I want a big ultimate.
Radiant team pick.
There's Mars. You'd think I was cheating or something.
I literally think you're cheating right now. Are
I'm
you not
not at
cheating?
all. I'm not
Stream
cheating.
sniping.
No, not at all.
That's really impressive.
Yeah.
That is really
very
impressive.
good calls.
I was like,
Choose
I like
your
smiled a
hero.
little bit after that one. Okay, he's got to be cheating. If he
No,
called that
no,
one again.
seriously. Yeah, that's just what I wanted. And they had so many banned out. I was just like, that was what I wanted.
I'm
Call
sure
him
you
that.
were gonna call the Ricky next, probably
Oh,
too. Knowing.
I think the Ricky is a great pick here from the cut.
Oh, it cancels Mars. Like it's just yeah, that's a really, really hard one.
Yeah, because of that, I'm going to give the edge to the cut. I think the cut's going to take this. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that Juggernaut is kind of the alpha in this game, right? If Juggernaut gets to a certain point, then he's just going to potentially 1v5 this. So that's something to keep in mind. It'll be really upon the kind of the OD to get a good start with the Mars. Also, this OD is mid OD, so that's kind of
Interesting.
cool.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
could be good against the Tidehunter too, with a little more of his arcane orb in there.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
Well, I'm excited.
Any
This should be a good
You
game.
guys decide who you guys think will win.
I think that the last pick, Ricky, will destroy the Mars. I think he'll have a really hard game with this, so I'm going to choose the cut.
3-0 for the cut. King Bob, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with Jiang Hu on the Dire this game. I really like some of their heroes. I like some combos they have outside OD Astral.
Prepare
They
for
have a few
battle.
stuns into it, and I think they can snowball if Jug gets some good farm.
Nice.
Well, we have Vol on the Shadow Shaman again. We have Tingle King on the Tidehunter again. We have Little Nick on the Invoker again. And then we have Pingu on his classic Witch Doctor and Scourge McDuck on the Riki. On the other side, we have Trap Nest on the Nyx, Old White on the Mars, Storm on the Undying again, Viva La Vida on the OD, and Nako God on the Juggernaut. Excited to see how this turns out here.
Yep. One thing to note, Nyx Assassin, very similar to game
30
2,
seconds to
runs
battle.
down, places this ward, places it in a slightly different location than game 1, but does still give ward. And ultimately, I do think that this Mars Nyx Assassin could be very, very good against what I assume to be the Witch Doctor Ricky. Witch Doctor still staying top for the moment to help secure these runes.
Yeah, the setup stun, you know,
battle
they just have the
begins.
setup into the Spear of Mars. That can definitely be very powerful. So,
but once again, we saw how devastating the Shadow Shaman Tidehunter lane can be. It'll be interesting to see how Jiang Hu does against this lane in this game.
good point.
Right, they're obviously not pitting a hero to be solo against it, but
Right,
still be interesting to see how they do.
absolutely.
This Ricky bottom cut down a bunch of trees to make this pull a lot easier for his support down bottom, which is very interesting. That's what he was doing up until the wave spawned.
Also, they're against a Mars, right?
I was going to say the same
spear-
thing. Yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah,
making sure that that there's not as many places they can spear him into. A nice Sakura, the
Yeah.
range. They're able to get the deny on the Dire and the last hit on the Dire as well. So
Plus, this
Dire's
split up
turret
is so
has
nice. The
been
Nyx
killed.
Assassin can just harass out the Ricky a lot and the Witch Doctor. However, they do get the courier kill from the Nyx Assassin.
So
that
no
was
salve.
unfortunate.
No salve for Trap Nest. But he's got 3 tangos. He won't need it for a little while. I don't think that hurts him that bad.
Top lane, I want to point out Juggernaut. Congratulations to him. Already has more last hits than Night Stalker did for the entire first 5 minutes. last
Very
game.
true.
So they're already doing much better this lane.
I like
but they do
I like
have
that
a-
they decided to just go just a normal lane here. I think it would have been difficult to do anything else.
I was gonna mention one interesting thing about stacking this creep wave like it is it creates a powerful soul rip.
Oh, very true. Absolutely.
There is only max units of 8 now, but it's definitely going to get the max units every time that they stack that. So
Did Lil Nick
Radiant's
Nick
also,
turret has been killed.
kills Ricky Courier.
did the Invoker
So-
the previous game go Quaswex as well?
Oh,
top
missed
lane.
first blood up top. Looked like got a decay to be able to kill him. It looks like I think that was just it.
Soul
On
Rip
top of the
wasn't
Juggernaut
even
skin.
No,
needed,
Soul Rip
which
wasn't
is
used. Yeah,
surprising.
yeah. Very interesting.
What was your question about Invoker there, King Bob?
Bottom lane, it looks like the Ricky is dead to the Mars and the Nyx. I
Was
was
that
saying,
the
did he
stun
go
setup there?
Quaswex last game?
Yeah,
I did not quite. I saw the tail end of it, but I
Yeah,
did
he went
not.
Quaswex last game.
Okay.
That kind of goes with their play style. They like to be, really fast in this.
Yeah.
Jiang Hu getting 2 kills already in the laning phase.
Starting off strong. This is what they need. I feel like since they have the draft disadvantage, they're going to need this to go well. Nice double decay.
Hu, bottom going down.
Gets a Maledict onto him, but that sets up a Spike Carapace. He gets the salve off, but that's not enough. Not enough.
Will this Maledict be enough? No, it's
It's a
only
level 1
Maledict.
Maledict, unfortunately.
Top lane,
Top lane,
Tingle
they're
King
going
going down.
With the Soul Rip and the spin, that is a kill on the Tidehunter.
This is huge.
Yeah, starting
already-
off the bat with 4 kills.
Already starting out much, and remember, this was the lane that the cut just kind of totally dominated last game, so...
I have a pause coming
And
down.
Definitely.
Odie's not even losing the mid matchup, so winning all 3 lanes at the present moment.
Yeah, and ultimately the net worth lead is still relatively even, so the cut fans shouldn't be worried yet. This is definitely still manageable, but they should know that they're not going to get off to as nice of a start as they did last game.
I would also note that though the Jug is currently ahead of in last hits, there is a wave coming under tower, so that there is plenty of last hits for the Tide to be able to catch up and surpass the Juggernaut. So we'll see how it continues to go out, but it looks like they may be able to win here. I mean, they may be able to take the lead here.
One issue with that, Storm is already completing this pull for the creeps. So while Tidehunter is going to get probably a creep wave off of this, Storm will try to deny as many of these creeps through the creep wave as possible. So good pull from Storm. I love to see when supports do this. Basically cut down these trees in the top lane to connect this long pull. And the reason why you want to pull it here instead of on the side is it's so much easier to contest if you pull it on the side instead of straight up and down like this.
This one is harder. You see, they have to cut down 2 trees in order to keep the vision. You can do it with 1 tree, but it is harder. They're able to get
They
a
might be trying to-
Shackles and Gush. Juggernaut could be going down here. Oh, they're one off. He gets a nice Soul Rip to be able to save his life there.
Otherwise, he would have had to use the salve. Did he use the salve? Or maybe he didn't have a salve. Where did I see the salve?
Not entirely sure.
It must have been
The Shaman's able to get the last hit on the big creep. So very nice. They don't lose any last hits to that pole.
Bottom, they spear into it, and he kills him. He gets off the Maledict, but it's not nearly enough for Scourge to score this next kill.
It is a level 2 Maledict, so this time it is going to do a lot more damage.
Yeah, he's going to be at very little health left, but I still think that he's probably good enough to get out. But as these levels get up on Scourge McDuck, I think that this Mars will be in trouble. But we'll see. They're doing a really good job at managing him right now.
No.
It's
Yeah,
one of
and
the
in
most
the
annoying things. This able to deny with the backstab.
Yeah, in the mid lane, OD obviously with the advantage over the Invoker, able to Astral and get free CS. So that's always nice.
Would you be happy with
Invoker,
where you're at
however-
right now if you were this Invoker?
Dire's middle tower is under
What's
attack.
that?
Would you be happy right now if you were Little Nick?
Sure. I'm definitely happy with how this is going. I wouldn't expect to win this matchup against OD, so I'd be fine with it.
A lot
I
of damage
think,
on it, Nico God. They're going in on him. He's just going to spin it off, but man, he just can't stay in the wave here.
Yeah,
And he
this
doesn't
is
have mana for Healing Ward with no regen.
bottom lane. Old
And
white
they
level
just
2
die.
Radiant's
Maledict.
bottom tower is under
One
attack.
more tick.
Snipes
they
the
decide to
courier,
keep
though.
it.
Has been killed.
Trap Nest is chasing onto Pingu. Can he get the stun here? Scourge McDuck just wants to farm. Just set up.
They
Pingu's
have
running in.
Maledict
He's
in
body
one.
blocking him. Gets the Maledict. Okay, nice.
Oh.
A nice by Carapace, but the stun follows. They should be able to get him here. There may be enough damage. Let's
two-man
see.
stun?
They'll need another hit. He loses vision.
Ricky's right out of vision.
And Trap Nest
And he
lives.
gets away. There's a double
And
damage
he
bottom
might
making a play mid. The EMP, OD has no mana. It's not enough. He still is surviving.
Oh, and Little Nick doesn't get it. Oh, he's
DD
able to-
rune.
Making a play.
Whew.
Dire's middle tower
Both
is
teams
under attack.
backing away.
Wait, I thought you said OD had no mana. Oh,
Oh, it's OD.
Oh, it's OD. Yeah, that is one thing about this matchup that obviously, is different now. Invoker can't really ever shut down OD's mana pool completely anyway.
Especially with that.
Set up onto Pingu bottom. Gets a stun, but then here comes the speed. Oh no, it's just a simple little love tap from Trap Nest to get him out.
And the Tidehunter takes down the Tombstone for free top. That's a nice
That's some
125
good gold.
he's gonna
Absolutely.
take.
As we look at the net worth currently, Juggernaut on top, with the OD and Tidehunter pretty close behind.
Set up onto the
Ricky
Ricky,
bottom.
and Mars just hit his 6. He throws the arena and he takes him out.
Perfect timing there, instant stun. That's Nick's knowing exactly how to set up that for the Mars
Radiant's
kill,
bottom tower is under
and
attack.
beautiful execution.
Absolutely.
Invoker's bottom with this Witch Doctor could be looking to make a play on this next.
Gets
Nice
the spike
spike Carapace.
and
And
lands
the
into a
double
double stun,
grabs
but the
ball.
tornado is able to do it. They do get the
Radiant's middle
Maledict,
tower is
but
under
it doesn't look
attack.
like it's going to be enough.
Radiant's
He walks
structures
away.
Wow.
Oh, and the OD does miss the Meteor Hammer on the Shaman mid. That would have been a kill.
Did he cast
Happy
it
to walk
early?
away with his life. I assume so, but I clicked it right after, and I think that Shaman didn't have the effect after the thing, so I assume it had to be early.
Interesting. It's surprising because he has the 4 levels in Astral Imprisonment. I know since they changed the duration on each level, it can be hard to land, but he has the 4th level.
Well, it's actually it's less surprising when it's level 4 of Astral Imprisonment. It's much easier to time when it's only 3
Dire's
levels.
top tower
Interesting.
You
is
basically
under
just
attack.
throw it right after, and
Gotcha,
you can
okay.
land it. So, that's why it wouldn't have surprised me if they casted it early. Doesn't
it was slightly early. I checked. It was
Is under attack.
A
super
stun onto the Witch Doctor, and is he okay? He gets a stun, but they decide to throw
And
away the
Maledict.
Riki, but he gets the
Looking
Blink
in
Strike
with
onto
the
him.
EMP.
This is enough damage to take him out with that Maledict. And let's see, he Blink Strikes out. They're gonna take him. One more
he
hit.
has 8 HP.
One more hit. Oh man, that feels bad.
Arena
They do
Blood
take out the
saves
Nyx, so they do
his
get
life.
something. Viva La Vida is here. He's in a little bit of danger, but here's Juggernaut. Oh, they get a big ultimate off the Sanity Eclipse, takes out all of their health, but no kills so far. Vol is in danger. Nico God is spinning onto him. There's nothing he can do. He will go down. But the courier, the OD's courier.
Radiant's bottom
I wonder what that
tower is under
was.
attack.
I don't know. I'm not sure actually. Maybe just some tangos.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nothing died on the courier. It was on
Radiant's
its way
bottom
back.
tower is under attack.
Oh, you're
So the
right.
Structures are fortified.
using their typical strategy, coming mid, basically as soon as they can, trying to press this tower. Interesting differences, though, is that right now, Vol is not level 6, so they're kind of waiting for that
Radiant's
before they have a
bottom tower
significant
is under
push.
attack.
Also, Ricky does not provide a lot of tower push.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Very
fallen.
true. But neither did Slark, so
Yeah, good point.
Looks like they'll secure all 4 bounty runes. Oh, Pingu's racing him
Dire's
for
top
it.
tower
He's
is
saying,
under
oh,
attack.
wow, he lands the
Stun
impale on the
haste
hasted.
rune. It may cost him his life.
It will.
though.
It most likely will here. Yeah, he will go down to either the Ricky or the Witch Doctor. Pick
Nice
out the
by
Melody.
Carapace to Pingu instead of the Ricky.
Yep.
Mid lane. Oh, it looked like Old White was going to commit onto the Invoker with ultimate, but decides at the last moment not to, and backs
This
up.
Radiant has a lot of things to cancel the Meteor Hammer from quite long range. Notably, Cold Snap can cast that from a very far range. So if he's not the one being astraled, he can save his teammates quite easily. And they make a smoke play. Undying and Mars wrapping behind with Arena of Blood up.
Dire's middle tower.
I think this is a
Wards
great
go down.
adjustment.
Arena's popped out onto the Witch Doctor. They spear him into the side here. He does go down. They're able to hex the Nyx as he was coming in. So the Nyx is not able to get the stuns off. But the tier 1 does look like it's going down. They get a nice Ravage, a lot of damage onto him. The Tide looks like he is going down, but they trade the tier 1 for it. The tier 1 mid. The Invoker is also traded. They take out the Invoker.
And the Dire could look to capitalize on this mid tier 1. They are up in 20 seconds.
I just want to talk about how Jiang Hu is being brilliant here, right? Every single game, this is the Cuts style. They like to go mid. They like to create some push, some pressure. Jiang Hu decides, you know what? We're going to combat this game. As soon as they group up mid, we're going to smoke. We're going to wrap around them, and we're going to fight. And guess what happened? Yes, the Cut did get the tier 1 tower mid, but Jiang Hu took a decisive fight and ultimately has a 3K net worth lead.
Absolutely. Yeah, this was huge. They take the advantage from the lanes, and they turn it into a fight for mid, which they knew was coming.
And one thing that I did like about the cut did allow Ricky to not come to that fight, and so Ricky did have some free, time to himself to farm up. Just going Battle Fury, so they'll still have something to fall back on, even if their push strategy doesn't work.
That is an interesting build. A little bit greedy, perhaps, but we'll see if it
Oh,
pays off.
beautiful Nico God! Oh,
wow.
man.
Wow.
Present line there to immediately just TP out using Blade Fury. I don't know if he knew that Vol was there with an invis, but man, he timed that perfectly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And the Radiant do not have any BKB cancel this game. Nyx opening up with a stun on Shadow
Dire's
Shaman.
bottom
The
tower
spear
is under
barely
attack.
misses.
He's
the
still
three.
invisible if he can walk out of the sentry range, but he can't.
It was
And they
dusted
did
as
dust him.
well.
Yes, that's.
Oh,
They
and the
do. They
four-man
smoke.
top.
They're looking for something. They know that the Riki is top. If they can get him, Scourge McDuck needs to get out of here. They are running straight at him. He takes the last hit into the shovel. Ah, he's in danger. Oh, he does banish him, but they're looking to chain stun him here. Oh, what the hop?
Oh.
They are able to get him. Was it the impale that lifted him up?
Yeah.
Oh,
and the
jeez.
pushed him over at the same
Yeah.
time. That was insane.
Yeah. Oh man, there's some unique happenings with this. Oh, Nico God is getting gone on here, but they're porting in the OD. The spin is gone,
Yeah,
but he has
Ravage
Omni
in 1
Slash.
second.
And he's able to get it onto it, but now he goes onto the high ground. They get a Ravage onto him. Oh, what an unfortunate positioning. They are able to take off the Witch Doctor on the bottom, but it looks like Storm may go down here. I don't know. He's pretty tanky. The Nyx is hexed up, and he goes down very quickly. The OD loses a lot of his mana, and they are able to take him down. Riki comes in. He's going on to Viva La Vida, gets tornadoed up. They are able to lock him down, and he will be going down as well. A nice fight with that unfortunate bounces from the Juggernaut. It goes from the creep camp to the Tidehunter on the high ground, and then they're able to just chain stun him into the wards. That was really unfortunate for that Juggernaut. One of those things where it revealed a ward and they killed the Juggernaut.
Yeah, the cut definitely playing that fight super well. Doing exactly what they need to do, taking out the Undying early on, splitting up the fight. Tempest is going on to Vol bottom, and will probably be a kill.
Gets a nice setup, and then there's the finish it off.
One interaction that I did want to talk about, that's not something you think of very, very commonly with Impel. Obviously, a lot of people compare it to Lion's Stun, right?
Yes.
But Lion's Stun, one of the biggest differences, Earth Spike doesn't go from the ground up, whereas from Warcraft 3, that's that's something that they kept into Impel, is that it was something that went through the ground, like spikes coming through the earth, essentially. So it created an up stun, which provided lift, and then with the spear got high enough to go over the wall of Arena of Blood, which was pretty funny. That's not something you see every day in
No,
Dota.
there's a few interactions like that, and it's always shocking when it happens. Like the Rubik lift as well, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Lifts him up high enough to be thrown over with the spear. Very interesting.
They're going on to OD here, but they baited the OD. Let's see.
Will this be enough? They do get Astral the Witch Doctor to stop his ultimate. They take out the Invoker. It looks like they have enough here. Viva La Vida may still be going down. One more hit, and he'll be going down. But it looks like Tide will not be able to get there.
Oh man, he kited that so well.
That was very nice. Very well played.
My body cast upon
Literally
the
pushing his
tides.
hero to the edge, somehow knowing that his wand charge was just enough to take one more hit from the Tide Hunter and still bait him out just to the maximum amount. Both teams duking it out here. This is a very fun game. We see the cut performing really, really well, and then Jiang Hu.
Absolutely. Now during that fight, they did take the tier 2 top, and so they were able to take the outpost during that. So they do get something, but
And we get Battle Fury.
Oh, absolutely. That will help him to start snowballing for more items. Oh, he's going Ags next. Very interesting. Why do you think he's going Ags next?
Ags is just kind of it's one of those things that I don't use the term broken very often.
Up top, we have Shaman going on to this Nyx Assassin. He casts by Carapace. He's able to stun up 3, but I think he'll probably be going down yet. The Tornado should secure it.
Yeah, so I don't use the term very often. I use it when, I don't use the term broken very often. I use it when I feel like things aren't explained in the tooltips. For example, when Snapfire's Ags did 600 damage out of nowhere, after landing, that makes sense at all. Ricky's one is similar to that. He gets an Ags. As soon as he gets an Ags
thrown up here, there is a Maledict thrown onto the Mars, but nothing's able to get. And then the Omni Slash goes on to Tingle King. It's just him. Yeah, he goes down. A nice play from I'm sorry, I can't think of their name. Jiang Hu.
Yeah, this is such a back and forth game, but Ricky's Aghanims is essentially that. The tooltip doesn't explain this, but he actually attacks 2 targets inside his Tricks of the Trade. In addition to that, both of those stack with the Battle Fury, and it increases the duration of Tricks of the Trade. So basically, he with Battle Fury Aghanims, Ricky goes into monster mode.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
There's going to be a big clash mid.
Big fight here, but they're able to get a Hex and the wards onto the Shaman with the silent, or not the Shaman, the Undying. The very, very quick execution of the supports here.
Yeah, I'm sure that they thought that was a little bit of a bigger fight than they anticipated initially. They probably wouldn't have dropped the Shaman wards if they could take that back in hindsight.
Sure.
But still, ultimately got 2 good pickoffs and are able to continue kind of pressuring this this mid lane.
Hey, and Vol doesn't mind. He wants to farm all these camps, and he put it in the perfect spot to do so.
Yeah, he definitely is taking advantage of this for sure.
Oh, man.
They
Love to
still
see
have
it.
Ravage up. He did not blow it before he died the previous time, so they can look to capitalize by either taking map control or potentially Roche. I don't know if they have the damage, though.
Dire are scanning.
Looks like Dire are calling for a smoke, I would
Radiant's bottom
assume.
tower is under
There
attack.
they are.
Oh, interesting. Nikogod has a blink
Dire's
queued
middle
up.
tower is under attack.
Oh, a big arena spear the Witch Doctor into the side there. Tingle King is trying to run away. Little Nick is there. He's waiting for the BKB to come off to be able to tornado him in the air. They're able to get their cores out. They lose their supports though.
Very similar once again. We have Jiang Hu taking out the 2 supports in exchange for, in this case, a BKB.
Up top, Trap Nest is going down, but they spear the Invoker into the only tree around. And Little Nick may be going down here. He is fast, but he's dead. Scourge McDuck does blink out to the Tingle King here. And Tingle King's invisible, but they're seeing him here. Oh, they had the sentry down at Roche Pit. Get the Maledict onto Viva La Vida. See if they can do anything with this. They do not have Ravage, and they have a disadvantage in numbers, so we'll see if they can get out of here. Tingle King, yep, oh, he gets Omni Slashed, and he will go down. This is a good opportunity for them to enter the Roche Pit, if they want to.
Yeah, Nico God doing a good job just making sure that Tidehunter's all alone when Omni slashing the Tidehunter to make sure that it actually kills him. Ricky is catching up substantially in the farm to the Juggernaut now, only 400 gold behind. And, you know, I think the Battle Fury in general probably farms a little bit faster than the Mjolnir. So I think that, you know, we'll see kind of for any carry wondering if Battle Fury or Mjolnir is a better farm tool, well, we're about to find out. So. One thing to point out, this Invoker is substantially lower on net worth than Little Nick was last game. Is going to have a long time before he's able to get his BKB. Top lane.
Oh, they spear the Tidehunter. Oh, wow, he's going down very quickly. Tengu is not able to do anything there.
And Dire securing their 27th kill this game.
Wow.
Ricky kind of wanted to join that fight a little bit, or at least was in position, but opted not to at the very end.
He is 70 gold away from that Ags, and I think that was the right choice.
Radiant's top tower is
Yeah.
That'll
under
help
attack.
his team fight tremendously.
Yeah, I think Scourge McDuck is going to ultimately have to carry this very hard, which the Ricky can do. We can definitely see that.
Oh, a Hex onto the Mars. They throw the wards out. He is stuck in there, and he's clouded. He can't do anything here. He BKs Bees right before he dies. They do get the Ice Path onto the Nyx to slow him down. The Spirit Vessel's out, and they shackle him as well. He goes down.
That was his.
And they're headed into the Roche Pit.
He immediately apologizes for that in chat. I think he realizes that that was a terrible BKB choice. But yeah, this is exactly what the cut needs.
Dire
The
are
Knicks
down.
going for a cheeky play by force-tapping Ricky out, but it turns out it's going to cost him his life. And with the Knicks buyback, the Radiant do decide to back out of Roche. Or do they reinitiate?
Tornado, he catches him, and Nico God blinks in to the Roche Pit, but sees that nobody's in there. Very interesting. He was ready. He was ready to Omni Slash.
Well, he spinned immediately. He was just ready. He just wanted to kind of get vision, see where it was.
Radiant's top tower is
And
under
since he
attack.
has a blink dagger, he can do that.
It's true. If he's spinning and he blinks in, there's not much they can do to him.
Yeah, there's literally nothing. They can whap him a few times, I guess, but
So OD does have Blink Dagger as well. That's the second blink on their core, or actually third blink on their cores in the Dire's lineup.
top lane. Maledict is going to
Maledict.
stay
They
this.
do have the healing ward. Oh, they take it out. Oh, and he spots him. He throws out the cloud. And are they able to get him? They hex the ward. He down on the backside. They have an arena. They almost blow up Tingle King, but he gets the Ravage off. He does go down, and Little Nick is now in danger. And the OD finishes him off with that orb. They do take out the Tombstone, which is important. They hex onto the shackles, and there's nothing to stop the shackles. The OD is going down. Finally, this shaman speared into the trees, but they are now hunting. They are hunting the Mars, and he is trying to get out there. A nice impale from the Nyx to slow down Scourge McDuck, but he's sacrificing his own life for his core. Mars gets out, but the Nyx does not. A very good
Ultimately,
fight for the cut.
Trade. But yeah, it definitely was in favor of the cut.
With Scourge McDuck living there, it made it all worth it.
Yeah, getting that experience in the fights is huge. So, this Ricky is now 2K net worth ahead of the Juggernaut.
So I guess Battle Fury plus kills equals greater farm.
I don't know, I just think that was the Battle Fury.
The bounty runes help too, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Ricky,
ultimately, I think that you know, both teams, right? They're playing super well. Obviously, Jiang Hu is you know, 15 kills ahead at this point, but it doesn't really feel that way to me as much.
No.
It feels like the cut definitely still has a really more than a fighting chance in this. In fact, if we look at the win probability, Dota buff also feels that way, as it's barely a lead for Jiang Hu right now.
And they're headed into Roche Pit. They're ready to go again.
Ricky picked up a Chrysalis for this. Looking to build into Daedalus. Going to be doing a lot of damage in these fights.
Absolutely. They catch some vision of them heading over. They back up immediately. I love the discipline here. They're not hard committing to this Roche. They just want them to have to head over here because they know that the bottom lane will be pushing in if they have to defend Roche.
They also know that Tidehunter's ult is up in 20 seconds now, at 30 seconds at the time they backed out, and they definitely don't want to fight when that's the case.
That was a good fight for the Radiant last fight, even though Tide, I think, only hit 2 non-BKB heroes with that Ravage, so...
He got it out right before he died. It was yeah, it was very nice.
But they got BKB on 2 of those cores, and so it could have been a better
At the same
Ravage.
time, it forced it out, so Ricky was able to get in and you know, silence him up.
That is true.
After the BKBs.
Leading.
And these BKBs going down like that would be concerning against an Invoker. Very obviously very
Dyer's
powerful
bottom
against it.
tower
We
is
saw that
under
coming into
attack.
effect during one of the earlier fights as the Invoker waited for the OD's BKB to
Dyer's
get off,
bottom
and
tower has
you know,
fallen.
it'll be a lot easier for the Invoker to control up these heroes as those BKBs tick down.
Not just the Invoker, but the Shadow Shaman and the Witch Doctor.
Great point. Great point.
So.
Oh, the Riki is dusted up. They're chasing him. He blink strikes out, or not blink strikes, but the tricks of the trade out. The wards are thrown down. What is it? This is very interesting fight here. He was hoping
he was
to catch
just out of range
the
with
jug.
Shackle after those wards, but
I think the jug was able to spin before the shackle, and then he face
Dyer's
boots
middle
out
tower
of
is
the
under attack.
ward trap.
Onto the Tidehunter.
that was a great bait by the Dyer. They saw him go for the haste rune, and Mars quick to react.
I think he decided not to blow the Ravage there to have the threat of buyback Ravage. Because he did
plus
have
he
the
also
opportunity to.
Blown up quickly.
Good point. Dust comes out, but it misses.
Maledict onto the Mars makes him
Blink
just
up. We have the Witch Doctor going down here. It looks
Both
like they...
heroes without buyback. This could be a Roshan.
Yeah, they should be able to take it.
Ricky just
They're headed
finished
in.
it, so they're anxious to fight as well. I do not think they want this Roche to go
And
away.
they have Tidehunter's Ravage.
And they can Ag Scepter on top of him with the Ravage. This could be a combo.
Tidehunter running out as fast as possible. Didn't quite have TD off of cooldown.
The
The
Riki's
Dyer
already
playing
poking.
it safe and backing out. Neither team able to
Dyer's
take
bottom
Roche.
tower is
Playing it
under
the
attack.
discipline game.
Get a Hex or a Shackle onto Storm here. But on the backside, OD pops his BKB, gets it stunned. Oh no, but Little Nick of BKBs, and Riki is just destroying people. He takes out 2 supports almost immediately.
That one for free.
Well, and almost Juggernaut.
Yeah, almost Juggernaut.
That damage is insane at this point. Now Ricky is, oh wow, he got the Orb of Destruction as well.
Oh dear.
This Roshan is just gonna melt.
That was some wards thrown down by the Shaman to secure
Just to
it.
speed
They
this
wanna
up,
take the
make it
pick.
harder for him to fight it in. Oh, and the arena does come out. They spear the Tidehunter in, but Old White's going down. He's very low. They are. Oh, it doesn't look like.
What a beautiful Ravage!
Oh my gosh, what an incredible Ravage! They able to get almost. Was it all 5 except for Juggernaut?
No, it hit the Juggernaut.
It hit
that
the
was
Juggernaut too.
It was so incredible. It was perfectly timed right after Juggernaut Omni Slash ended, so Juggernaut couldn't even spin after that. Ricky is also just destroying people right now. We talked about this. This was kind of the winning condition for the cut. Is just this Ricky just getting to a point where he just, is just a monster.
Yeah, this Ricky is doing so much damage. It's a little bit of a different strategy from the cut. They usually don't rely on Scourge McDuck to kind of carry them through. It's usually a kind of a run at it, all 5 running at him. But I feel like Scourge McDuck is doing so much damage in these fights.
Yeah, I think they always use them as insurance policy for the most part.
Sure.
Even in the game, the last game, the Slark, same type of thing, kind of an insurance policy. But yeah, they still put their pressure forward like they always do. The difference is that it didn't work this game, right?
Yeah.
And so we see that they do have indeed a backup plan. They're not just about this run and gun lineup, but they do have, plan B as well when plan A doesn't work out. So I think when Ricky gets this BKB, it's just game over, which he's got. So I don't know really.
The OD does have a Hex queued up. I don't know if
What's
that
that?
will. The OD has a Hex queued up. He's a bit away from it, so I'm not sure if he's going to reach it, but I think that would be the solution they need.
Yeah, they definitely need a Hex, but they don't have that for a long time. The only thing immediately that I can think of right
they jump
now...
onto OD up top, they get a Hex and a Shackles onto him. He does stop the Shackles. The Nyx is right there to stop the Shackles. He sacrifices his life to make sure that P1 gets out, or Viva La Vida gets out.
The Shadow Shaman is looking scary with this Aghanim Shard. And as the BKBs wear down, I feel like he's only going to become more threatening.
Well, and the Blink Aether Lens, he has so much range. He also went the cast range talent. So this Shackle is a big range, and this hack, the Blink, it's just a long distance, instant disable.
So the one item that I think can change the fate for Jiang Hu is by getting a gem onto the Nyx Assassin so that they can get that stun off on the Ricky and hopefully blow the Ricky up. But other than that, I just don't see a way that they can deal with this Ricky.
They're losing this middle lane of racks here. They do get a spear onto Ricky. Ricky is locked down here, and they will take his first life. That Aegis is down.
They
I
have
don't
to
know
back
if they
up.
have enough.
They have
Yeah,
to get out.
they get it. There's a nice cast between the Storm and Old White. And then on the back here, Trap Nest almost goes down.
And they take out a Raxon back off.
OD does catch. Let's see, that was Witch Doctor here. But he pops his Ghost Scepter, walks away, and that's BKB down.
Oh, and that's a 5-second BKB for OD. These BKBs really running short. Another 5-second one on the Mars.
Yeah, at this point, though, you just pop them, right? If they're that low, you just kind of pop them in every situation.
Yeah, for sure. Any situation that would be close, yeah.
Yeah, I really do think like they just need to go with the gem, get the Nyx Assassin. Remember, they did blow up the Nikki with Aegis, but I think Ricky chose ultimately not to pop BKB so that he could have it when he spawned again. Otherwise, I don't even really think they kill him then. But they can kill him. I just think they need to get the initiation off, and the way that they get the initiation off is, I think, with gem on the Nyx Assassin.
Do you think the Dire were forced to go on the Ricky there, or could they have tried to play for another pick, or does the Ricky just destroy them if not, or did they?
No, they're 100% had to go on the Ricky. I think right now there's just no, I guess there's no way around it. If you let this Ricky with Daedalus go on people, Ricky's just gonna destroy people. So
yeah,
the amount of the damage output is got to be like 90% for the Ricky on this team right now.
Well-gotten gains.
and I have
Everybody's
to
just
that
control
Marvel
while
for the
he's doing
Aegis.
work.
Yeah, exactly. And so a lot of times in Dota, you do want to kill the control first, but when you have 4 sources of control and only 1 source of damage, then it's probably better to go for the damage and get them out of the game.
So the Ricky actually picked up a soul booster.
He's going Octarine Core to get this this Tricks of the Trade on even lower of a cooldown. And
Ricky
oh my gosh,
people in.
the Pingu just is feeling so bad right now. They know that they're in trouble, and they're gonna lose everything here. I wouldn't be surprised if they call game.
So great positioning from Tingo King. They decided to go for a smoke, which I agree. Jiang Hu needed to go for a smoke, needed to find out the Ricky. But Tingo King was perfectly positioned to break the smoke, and now it's looking like this might be GG.
This is a very interesting build from the Riki. So he just hit his 25, which that lowers the tricks of the trade cooldown, and then now he's also going Octarine Core, and he's only a couple hundred gold off, now 20 gold off of finishing up that Octarine Core. So he will have a very short cooldown of tricks of the trade. So you cannot kill him during that, and he's going to kill you during it.
Right. Yeah, this is the dream build for the Riki. Right now has, more than 10k net worth above the Jug. Just kind of at this point where he just has everything he wants. Level 25, where Jug is only a level 21, so. They are going to try to get the Tidehunter. They think he's alone, and they are right about that.
He Ghost Scepters, and is
Astral on accident.
able to
And
finish
all
him
of the
off. They
radiant
throw the
coming
tombstone
in.
down. Oh, but Riki just destroys Storm. Oh, almost takes him out. That was very interesting. He was actually proccing on the tombstone zombies, so it saved Storm's life there.
What a Nyx. They decided to not go in. They're very afraid of the Riki. Ultimately, two good pickups there. They did get the Shadow Shaman and Tidehunter, buying themselves more time. They did get a nice stun onto the Invoker, but opted not to go on the Invoker. I think they knew that Invoker hadn't used BKB yet, so that was kind of smart of them. They're also very afraid of this Riki.
Rightfully so.
As they should be, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Riki is now going for a blink. What do you think about that? Is he going to go the agility blink?
Well, eventually, yes, but I think Blink is a super underrated item on Riki. It provides escape as well as initiation. You don't often want to use your Blink strikes to initiate because you would prefer to use them to escape as well. So Blink provides you that option of just kind of that you can blink in and then use Blink strike out, or a perfectly timed tricks of the trade could often have you blink out after you use Blink Strike in. So it just provides you with so many options, and it makes you a really, you're already a hard hero to kill, but even a harder hero to kill. So
The Radiant really aware of that smoke. They get the scan.
I'll take that.
Playing very
Radiant's
passive.
courier has been killed.
yeah, they have the advantage of having 3 of their lanes pushing in. So they have to kind of know that if they're not pushing, if Jiang Hu isn't pushing their lanes out, where are they? And the most likely answer is they're smoked. Juggernaut might get caught out here.
Dire's courier has been killed.
We do have tier 4 items coming out. It'll be interesting to see how many of these Jiang Hu can pick up, as they are confined to their base.
Yeah, it'll also be interesting to see if the cut even
Oh,
wants any of
top,
them.
getting the supports.
Oh, a nice arena onto both supports. Wow, that was a really nice set of picks. Witch Doctor buys back. TP's
They also
in.
pick up the gem.
Oh, wow, that'll be really nice for them.
That is one of the benefits.
Wait, no,
of
they
having the-
didn't. Where's the
Oh.
gem?
Hmm.
Oh, Pingu got it
Pingu
back.
got it back.
I think the wards were actually hiding it, so they didn't realize it.
Gotcha. Well, and the call may have been like, we got the kills, get out before the cores get involved. So
That's
could have
unfortunate.
been a little bit better for him.
If they got the gem.
Right.
Jiang Hu looks like they're just kind of waiting for the next Roche. Shadow Shaman putting his courier over it. They just want to make sure that even though they have a very large lead, and I'm sure they're filling it, they just do not want to throw this final game.
Scourge McDuck now has the Spell Prism as well. So his Tricks of the Trade is on a 3.7 second cooldown with duration of 2 seconds. So
Oh, it's 3 with
No,
the
3 second
scepter.
duration.
Wow.
3 second duration.
So basically, it's going to be a very short 0.7 seconds to lock down this Ricky.
Jeez.
Also, keep in mind that the Blink Dagger with the 3-second tricks of the trade kind of provides a means of escape with that, even the Blink Dagger,
Good
rather
point.
than
Yeah,
initiation.
very good point. And Roche just spawned. This could be the end. Oh, very interesting. Jug just got one of the tier 3 items. That's how bad it feels to be Jiang Hu right now.
And
He
Radiant
has a
did actually
Penta
take
Sword,
one
which
of
is
their
tier
tier
4
3 items as
Yes,
well.
Are you talking about? Oh, sorry. You meant tier 4.
No, both of them. So he popped. He got the Penta Edge, but he also got the Orb of Destruction.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Radiant did manage to steal their Elven Tunic as well, which may be nice against the right-click damage from Ricky.
Invisibility.
See
Little
if
Nick's hunting.
Nico got once again. Great. He did.
Oh.
Very
He did
wow.
have a brief second where his
Wow.
Blade Fury wasn't going.
Very
If
close.
Poker casted the tornado a little bit earlier, might have caught him out, but still great map
Dire's
awareness
middle
from the
tower is
Juggernaut.
under attack.
Mars and OD are still sitting here, however. And Tino King's running
King
with
spots him
Spider.
out.
Oh boy.
Oh, a
Oh
nice blink
my.
away. King blinks onto the. Oh, this could be very bad. But the Riki is just
wrecking them and
destroying them.
OD
Just
and
absolutely destroying them. Oh my gosh. Wow, it does it. Yeah, that is a farmed Riki.
It shows why the Dire were afraid to fight even after
Yeah,
killing
absolutely.
their control.
It's interesting that they postured there.
Yeah, they just call it GG.
Yeah, it runs in and feeds to end the game.
Uh,
What an amazing series there to both teams. I think Jiang Hu, even though they haven't won any series yet, this is one of my favorite teams to watch and one of the best potential. The Cut has been able to just destroy every team up to this point, and Jiang Hu made them fight for it. They made them
Yeah.
change up their game, and they took a game off them.
Yeah, I think that was definitely made him work. Also stopped the Cuts push strategy, which we haven't seen very much, right? So props to Jiang Hu, and also props to the Cut. We see, not only can they win that early mid game, but they also have a very strong carry in Scrooge McDuck, appropriately named for his ability to farm and hoard that money.
Absolutely.
From the rest of his team. So
Absolutely. Well, we'll dive into some gold coins in a future cast with this team, and thanks so much for joining us.